Hello, everybody. First of all, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Alicia Valle from the National Contact Point in Spain, and I would like to thanks in advance to Levante and their team for inviting us to this event and this final phase of the life capacity building. I would like to share with you. Sorry, here it is. These 5 points related to the best practices that from our LCP we do in order to help and assist our applicants. So first, we will go through our involvement in the LIFE program as a country. Second, how do we organize? We will share several of our best practices that we think they are important, and then another important issue that is the support we give to other NCPs and member states, and finally lessons we learned in our daily work and some recommendations. Well, as you know, and I would like just to contextualize a bit, Spain is one of the most successful countries in LIFE, together with Italy, and we are top beneficiaries of LIFE program funding across the UA in terms of highest number of projects, contribution, and participants. And just a few figures to contextualize, as I was saying, since the born of the project, the program, LIFE program in 1992, Spain has had more than 1,000 LIFE projects and over 1 billion contribution. So it means that we have a long and significant track record and a lot of experience gained. In this second point, we will not go into the detail of the European regulation, of course, that establishes the LIFE program, as you are all familiar with it, but I would like to highlight that the administration in charge of the NCP representation is the Ministry for Ecological Transition and the Demographic Challenge, called MITECO. In this case, the responsibility falls on this ministry, and we have an NCP structure with technical, administrative, and strategic roles. We share the NCP with our colleagues from the Institute for Energy Diversification and Saving, called IDAE, that they are representatives from set programs, and the rest, the other three, are represented by MITECO itself. As you can see, in terms of human resources, we count on one head of unit, 2 civil servants, and 3 technicians in the case of MITECO, and 1 civil servant in the case of SET subprogram. So this is important, that the roles are really well defined, and I think that it ensures the coverage of environmental and clean energy topics. The third point I would like to share with you is how we have learned during all these years, and what are our best practices in four issues: how we support applicants, how we try to disseminate all the related information with the LIFE program and strategy engagement, how we learn with monitoring visits. We use it as a tool for learning, and how we make efforts to continuous internal capacity building. In terms of support to applicants, our main objective, of course, is that our support is effectively with very specific and technical guidance on project concepts and help understanding the goal and all these issues that are important for our applicants. So we think that it's important to have a well-structured advisory system for helping in the preparation of the proposals that we have open through the whole year, and especially we make even a harder effort during the bulk of the call that is from April to September, as you all know. This advisory system is a multi-channel communication one and involves email, telephone calls, and advisory meetings, among other aspects. In terms of these three aspects, just in order to inform you, we have a specific email inbox, we have a specific telephone line we opened since September 25, and we have these advisory meetings that are held via video conference and with a very well-organized process that allows us to analyze the maturity level of the proposal to be more efficient. So, as you can see, more than 350 contacts per year, which prove the effectiveness of the system we have organized, and which means impact of the LIFE program, which is the most important issue. In terms of dissemination and engagement strategy, we promote LIFE and try to raise interest with the organization of our annual National Info Day, participating in the regional Info Days that are organized regionally by autonomous communities. We also participate in public and private events such as conferences, seminars that come from different applicants, universities, technical centers, NGOs. And of course, we try to enhance our digital presence, not only the LIFE program, but the goal and all the news related with the program, both on our website and our social media. Just a slide to show you the kind of information we share with our applicants, with the people that are interested in the LIFE program. And it's, as you can see, general information, list of granted LIFE projects, included best LIFE projects, information of and documentation of the ongoing call, dissemination of workshops, and other news of interests, videos. Well, I would like to tell you that now we are changing our image. We are giving a facelift to the old one, and soon we will have, we think, a more refreshing and more more dynamic website, which we think is much needed in order to help applicants to find the information needed more efficiently. And another best practice for us, as I told you before, is using the monitoring visits together with FINEA as a learning tool, because these visits provides us with a lot of information of the projects, how they are implemented, how they are being developed, and the quality they are acquiring. They are a source of knowledge, and we held 7 visits in 2025, and so far in this year we have already done 2 visits, and we hope is our interest to be over 7 this 2026, more visits than the year before. And another important issue also is continuous internal capacity building, providing an effective support to applicants, means that we need to be well trained, and we have to be in an ongoing capacity building of the team. So we reinforce the training and the knowledge, prioritizing the ongoing goal, and we keep updated with all the requirements and evaluation criteria of the new goals, or all the information coming from the CINEA. We also engage in thematic conferences, seminars, and lectures, and we our advisory meetings that I told you before, we usually have with our applicants, give us the opportunity to deep in the project and to have a real project insight. So that trains us also a lot. Some examples of our participation in this training organized by CINEA, as you can see in the slide, is annual training on every new call. All the targeted events that are organized of subjects of interest, and welcome meetings for project coordinators, all thematic conferences. Any of these opportunities we think are good opportunities for our training. So it's important, and for us it's one of the, as I told you before, best practices is invest time and effort in systematic training, because this strengthens our expertise and ensures that the support that we give to our applicants is what they expect to have. And another examples of the support to other NCPs, as I told you before, another example of the things we think are important is organize visits, as we recently did with Portugal, with our Portuguese colleagues in September 2025. Also, although I was not here as a member of the NCP in that moment, but I was informed with our Hungarian colleagues. We also organized a life capacity building visit in 2024, and before these years with these countries you can see here in the slide: Bulgaria, Croatia, Slovenia, Lithuania, Cyprus, Poland, etc. And we also have in this support online advisory meetings, and some examples of this are the ones we held in 2024, requested by Republic of Moldavia to share experiences and best practices of the LIFE program in Spain, and in 2023 requested, excuse me. Sorry again. And in 2023, I was saying, requested by Czech Republic to address some topics they ask us to. So as this as a final point, we would like to finish this intervention with the lessons we learned and some recommendations. First, as I've said before, building a community promotes regular exchange among beneficiaries, applicants, and stakeholders. So we have learned from our Portuguese colleagues about their interlife, and we have recently organized one with a very good experience. So this is one lessons we learned from another NCP. Sorry again, I forgot to silence my phone, sorry. Another lessons we learned is to have a dynamic digital presence, updated, and we know we have room for this, because we have to work hard and to have more visibility. It's also important to have an agile communication through all the social media we have, staff training and support, as I mentioned before, and also ensure that we give the applicants what they need and what they expect. So that helps and contributes to the quality of the projects. And just as the last lesson learned or recommendation, emphasize again on the dissemination and show the value and results of the LIFE program. Thanks for your attention. Any questions you have, you can add us to our email box, or any moment. We are here to answer your questions. Thanks very much for attending.
And first of all, thank you and your colleagues for choosing Spain to visit in 2024, and also for inviting us to this last event of your capacity building project. Because we are a bit different than my previous colleague from the ministry, so I would like to explain before a bit what IDAE is. Then I will pass to the management of the program and sort of structure we have within the ministry for the LIFE. How we support the capacity building projects and lessons learned, insights from LIFE set in Spain, and then 3 case studies for all of you, so you can see what type of projects we have. Okay, so IDAE is the Institute for the Diversification and Saving of Energy. We belong to the Ministry for the Ecological Transition and Demographic Challenge through the Secretary of State for Energy. We are the Spanish National Energy Agency. We work in the field of the promotion of energy efficiency, diversification of energy sources, renewable energy, and low carbon technologies. So IDAE is leading actor in the energy transition. We have around 257 employees. Well, this is just for you to have information. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk about each point, but in general, we provide technical advice and support to the implementation of energy policy. We are intermediate body for the management of the ERDF funds for the period 14-20 and 21-27, and also executive body for the next generation funds. We are involved also in investment and financing of innovative projects, and we produce many communication and dissemination material for the sector. At international level, and this was a request by Levente to present what we do and what networks we work. We are national delegate and expert in EU programs, such as, for example, Horizon Europe and LIFE. We have international cooperation activities, and at European level, we participate in some international organizations and networks. And I would like to stress, to give the example here of the ENR network, which is the European National Energy Agencies network, that also Hungary has a member, which is the Hungarian Energy and Public Utility Regulatory Authority, MEH. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And we work with them within this network in some of the working groups, for example, on behavior change and some other working groups, and we have more or less regular contacts. I know they are very active as well in the LIFE Clean Energy Transition program, which is the one I'm going to present. This is just for you to know that we are responsible for the Clean Energy Transition program from the 4th of the LIFE program. How it works in Spain is the national authority, is the ministry that I already mentioned, and in general terms, the responsible for the overall LIFE is the general direction of the budgetary office represented by my colleague Alicia. Okay, And IDAE is representative at the Member State Committee for the Life Clean Energy Transition Program and NCP by delegation of the General Subdirection of Efficiency and Access to Energy of the Ministry. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this clean energy transition and our, which is our main role. Don't worry, I'm not going to mention everything here. So as I said before, we participate we are representative in the committee meetings, and it's our main. This is a very important role because we provide opinion to the committee. We participate in the working groups. We communicate our national priorities and promote the participation of the program. As I said, we provide opinion and comment to the EE Commission through the participation in this committee, which for the case of the Life Clean Energy Transition is important because its work program change annually. It's not like as for the other sub-programs that have a first 4-year period working program and then 3 years period. It's for us is we change and adapt to the circumstances every year. We protect our country's interest within the framework of this program, and we exploit the results for Spain and follow up the Spanish participation. As national contact point, I think my colleague Alicia already mentioned many issues that we also handle. We provide support to applicants, resolve their doubts, and it's an annual work. Sometimes it's a lot of work, depending on the publication of the call when it's going to be published, and some other parts it's not so much work. Some other parts of the year. So we also assist proposals to find partners. We participate in dissemination. In regional info days. For us, the most important part is the dissemination, mainly not only through website, videos, conference, but also participating in the regional and local info days. This is very demanding every year, and I think last year we participated in 14 or 15 sessions essential for online. And also now I'm requested, for example, for 26 already, I have 3 requests, and some of them are from the sector. It means we also participate in sectorial info days, like, for example, for the agro-food sector, that the association approached to us, and because industry is becoming more and more important, so they want us to participate in info days with them. And also, for example, for the regional and local association of energy agencies. These are some examples. And also providing advice, because it's a whole year working part. Last year, in this period, within this period, only for Life Clean Energy Transition program, we gave advice to more than 100 organizations. We also help them, we read their proposals. We help them we give advice on how the idea fits with the topics, etc., etc. I think I don't want to repeat more things, but everything is written here, and Alicia already also, because with many of these things we do it together with the other part of the other sub-program. How we support the youth. I think Alicia's already mentioned many things, but for me, from our point of view, is the exchange of information and transfer of know-how, which is the most important issue. We organize regular online meetings, support the selection of the best projects we visited, support the organization of the presential visits to project sites, follow up with the results. And the lessons learned a part of what is being told by my other colleagues as well, and also Julia from Italy. From my point of view, it is important presential visits that you come because we improve the collaboration and networking experience. And I think this is important that we know we have a sort of contact. And for me, also the most important challenge and the most difficult part is to translate this visits into real projects with the participation of organizations or enterprises from both countries. So I will try to show you some projects with Spanish coordinators that have Hungarian participation, but it's not easy. So my recommendation is that we start very soon to prepare the call and a proposal so we can have time to find the most, if needed, the most appropriate partner for you within our country. Spain, now some insights about why we are so successful, I hope, in this light clean energy transition. Some brief history about this is, you know that the type of actions that are already included in the light clean energy transition started in 2003 until 2013 under the Intelligent Energy Bureau. So we started there. We were not very successful at that time, but we have improved a lot. Then these actions passed to the Horizon 2020 to the challenge, to the energy challenge, which was a societal challenge number 5 in the area of energy efficiency for the period 2014 to the 2020. And now for this last period, 21-27, it has to the it forms part of the life. In the Horizon 2020, in the energy efficiency part of the societal challenge number 5, we succeeded a lot. We had the first place, followed by Belgium, Italy, and Germany, with a return rate of a bit more than 40% in year 27. This is inaugural, so means also research and innovation actions and innovative actions as well. So in total, okay, for the CSA project, which is a LifeSet type of actions part, we also occupy the first place, followed by France, Germany, and Italy, with a return rate of 12% in year 27. So as you can see, we have now a lot of tradition in this type of projects, and so we learn a lot, and this is perhaps why we are being very successful in this life clean energy transition. I'm presenting some results of the call 24. I'm sorry, we have the results of 25, but I didn't have the time to present it yet. We know that 273 proposals were eligible. And finally,
sorry, Virginia, we are slowly have to wrap up your presentation. If you will 2 more minutes, please. Thank you very much. I'm sorry.
Okay, then. So I will pass to the part of the projects, the case studies, because the results are there. You can see them. And okay, so I'm including here three examples of projects. Is that okay, Levente, that I present this, or shall I finish now? Okay.
I didn't catch your question.
If it's okay that I present these 3 projects, or shall I finish now?
If you can finish it in 2 minutes, feel free.
Yeah. Okay, so this project is coordinated, it's called ECOS, it's coordinated by the Land and Housing Municipal Company of Getafe, which is an area of Madrid. They just won in the call 2025, and they presented to the ENERCOM topic, which is for energy communities. They have two Hungarian companies or organizations, which is the Budapest Institute and FKK, I don't know how to say the name. So, and their main objective is to present, to create 3 one-stop shops for specialized in energy communities, and of course, one in Hungary. They will have create 12 energy communities in total. And also they will replicate the experience of Spain regarding our very successful program on community transformation offices supported by ELAE. Okay, so here you have all the information and also the contact details in the case your attendants would like to contact them. So another project with Hungarian participation is in the topic on energy poverty called Life Habita, which was from the city hall of Lorca, from the region of Murcia, that they also opened a one-stop shop for building renovation, but for vulnerable houses. Okay, here you have also lots of information. And lastly, this is a project, the continuation that was approved in 2025, which is EU Peers 2. I'm sure you heard about it. And it's not that we coordinated, but we participate with the Green Building Council of Spain. We are very much involved as well. And for Hungary, we have the Energia Club participation. And it's very important because this project links, Andrea said, with the policy issues. It's a European level project that involves 12 national partners and 2 trans-European. And they also they are working through 2025. They will work on the sustainability of the networks of one-stop shops. So thank you very much. And this is it. And I hope it was useful for you. Thank you.
So I introduce myself. I'm Luis Miguel Carrasco from Madrid, Technical University of Madrid. I'm a professor and researcher in this university, and we coordinate the Jalón project. So what I want to present is the experience on the creation and implementation of a large regional energy community in northern Spain, and I'm going to comment some of the lessons learned in this project. So let me first to give a brief introduction. Energy sector worldwide is undergoing a transition, moving from the old paradigm of energy production in centralized way, based on fossil fuels, to a new paradigm. This happens because of 2 main reasons. The first one is the climate emergency, and the second one is the emergence of renewable energy sources characterized by low prices and the ability of decentralized production. This transition is not a peaceful process. Based on the systems transition theory, the transition between 2 different paradigms is always a chaotic phase, as we can see every day in the news. So in this transition, several energy production models are explored. For example, the large photovoltaic power plants, or offshore aeolian power plants, or even small small facilities like residential photovoltaic self-consumption systems, and other of the models of energy production that is explored in this transition are their renewable energy communities that have not yet got established model for their operation, creation, and implementation. So we can find many different approaches for the implementation of renewable energy communities. They can be bottom-up or top-down approaches. They several times are legally instituted like associations or cooperatives or enterprises, foundations, etc. And even in some European countries like Spain, we don't have yet a regulation for renewable energy communities. So in this context, Jalón project contributed to the creation of a regional energy community called CERCA. Is the renewable energy community of the Calatayud region, the Calatayud County in north Spain. This is a region with more than 2,500 square kilometers of surface. With a very low density population. There are only 36,000 people living in this region in 87 different villages. The objective of this energy community is not the energy production, but to combat rural depopulation and the contribution to the energy transition. It has been created like a cooperative by individuals, by citizens from the regions and local councils, associations, and industries. Their main activity is the production, consumption, sharing, and management of electricity produced by photovoltaic facilities. And this project has been funded by member contributions and public grants. To achieve these objectives, Jalón has addressed a methodology based on the creation of engagement in the region and raising awareness and skills between the people of the region. Jalón has elaborated different participation models in order to adapt the energy community to the social needs. Several workshops for regional key actors have been organized, and local installers have been trained on the technical specification to guarantee photovoltaic quality. And this first phase have been funded by 40% of public grant and 60% of equity by participants in a very transparent way. Nowadays, CERCA Energy Community have more than 150 members that which have developed 18 photovoltaic projects in 15 different villages, with a total power installed of 825 peak kilowatts, impacting to more than 500 people, and with a total amount invested of 760,000 euros. So during the execution of Jalón, many barriers have been addressed, and Jalón has elaborated, has structured a set of lessons learned that we have classified in 5 different categories: organizational, financial, technical, legal, and administrative lessons. I don't want to go on so long with this presentation, so I'm going only to comment some of these lessons learned. For example, lesson number 1, belonging to the organizational aspects, is about the difficulty of developing bottom-up initiatives when starting from scratch. So, since our experience, we recommend to start with clear initiatives and with existence structures. For example, lesson number 4 is about the importance of mayors in villages in order to develop projects, because citizens' trust can only be gained if their mayor trust is first secured. So institutional support is mandatory in this kind of projects. About financial aspects, lesson number 7 is about the time frames of grants, of public grant, that do not respect the times needed for social participation. Lesson number 8 is about the economics of scale when developing collective self-consumption systems instead of individual self-consumption systems. Moving to technical aspects, lesson number 14 is about the involvement of local installers on the activity of the energy community. They have to be trained on the technical specifications, but they are also a good collaborator for the activity of the energy community. About legal aspects, there are changes in regulation that must be adapted to the real social needs in rural projects. And finally, about the administrative aspects, we suffer the very long times for obtaining permits from DCOs and to activate collective self-consumption. So this is a big barrier in order to when we want to develop this kind of projects. So finally, Jalón is a proposal with a starting point to operate energy communities, creating a large regional energy community in Spain, promoted by citizens and local councils. And with this experience, we want to share our lesson learned in order to achieve this paradigm for renewable energy communities. So if you want further information, you can visit the Jalón, the project website. We have a document called Guide Regional Energy Communities Standard Model, when you can find all this lesson learned in more detail. So that's all for my part. Thank you very much for your attention.